Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies video. Today we are once again going to be talking about the Berlin DLC map that was teased within the intro cutscene of Die Maschine when Gregory Weaver looks at various different computer screens, one of which leads to Berlin. Now I do want to say that this will not be coming within Season 1. This is going to be one of the later DLCs. I don't know when it is going to release, but right now I see people all over the internet within the zombies community saying that this is going to be coming with Season 1. I don't know where this rumor has started from, but I am seeing so many people on social media talking about this. But since recording my last video, I have done a lot more research into this Berlin zombies map, and I have a lot of amazing information, some of which I think is pretty interesting indeed. But before I get into all of the juicy information, this video has been kindly sponsored by Boosteroid. This allows you to play the best PC games from wherever you are in the world directly on your smartphone or tablet. And it doesn't even require a download. All you need to do is head to boosteroid.com. It's a cloud gaming platform where you have direct access in the browser to play over 50 plus free-to-play games and over 150 games which you have to purchase in order to play. As long as you have a stable internet connection, a PC, laptop, Mac, tablet or smartphone, you are pretty much good to go to experience games like Among Us, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, FIFA 2020, GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 and much more. There will be a link down in this video's description if you want to go ahead and check it out, and you can subscribe for only €4.16 a month. Anyways, let's continue on with the regular video. Okay, so within my last video, I had obviously talked about the fact that within the menu for Black Ops Cold War Zombies, specifically within the Creator class, there is a computer with a map of Berlin on, and there is a red dot on this map. And thanks to one unknown player over on Twitter for figuring this out, but this red dot leads directly to the Berlin TV tower. This is a very famous building situated in Berlin and can be seen from pretty much the majority of the city due to it being so tall. However, this exact same building can be seen right outside of the Kino Der Toten Theater building, which, like I talked about within my last video, leads me to believe that this Berlin map is in fact going to feature a Kino Der Toten remake within it, similar to how Die Maschine is a greatly expanded version of Nacht der Untoten. Although Nacht der Untoten is a part of the map, it is only a tiny part, whereas the rest of the map is pretty much brand new. I think we are going to be seeing a similar thing with this Berlin map. Now, I did see some people within the comment section of that video saying, well, this is just a popular tower in Berlin, it doesn't necessarily suggest that Kino Der Toten is going to be returning. Well, the reason as to how I came to this conclusion is because of the fact that obviously prior to the release of Black Ops Cold War, there was a guy who posted a ton of leaked information, along with images of the game, and this was before we even got the Die Maschine intro cutscene that teased to the fact that we are going to be heading to Berlin within the DLC. And this guy said that one of the DLC maps was going to be in Berlin and was going to feature a Kino Der Toten remake. So at this point, we not only have leaked information to back up this rumor, but we also have in-game information to back it up. So when we have two things coinciding, I am 99.9% confident that this is going to be the case, because both in-game information and leaks are pointing to the same direction. However, according to the guy who posted this information, he claimed that this Berlin map is codenamed ZM_Platinum, and he also claims that this map would be coming within Season 4. Of course, we do not know if it is going to be coming in Season 4, that could be subject to change. And also I am hoping that if Kino Der Toten is going to be a part of the map, that they release Kino Der Toten separately as its own survival map. But yeah, I don't think anyone should be getting worried if Kino Der Toten is going to be part of this map. I've seen a lot of people saying, well, we don't want to see remakes and all of this stuff, but Die Maschine doesn't exactly feel like a Nacht der Untoten remake because Nacht der Untoten is just a tiny part of the map. I think that this Berlin map is pretty much going to be brand new because we are going to be exploring the city of Berlin that we never explored within the original Kino Der Toten. So it's going to feel like a pretty much brand new map because the atmosphere atmosphere won't all be the same. Kino Der Toten could just be a familiar location for nostalgia, but like I said, I've done some more research into this Berlin map. So obviously within the campaign for the game, we visit East Berlin, specifically within the Brick in the Wall mission. Interestingly enough, we do see posters pointing directly to the Berlin TV tower all over this mission. However, not only that, but we can see this exact Berlin TV tower in the distance. You can see it in the background right now. Now it is kind of hard to make out because this mission is set at night and also the clouds are covering it. But yes, you can see this tower from the mission. However, as you can see, it's very, very far in the distance and it is difficult to make out. However, Kino Der Toten is set very close to the tower, to the point where if they were to do a greatly expanded version of Kino Der Toten, it would encompass the tower itself. And I think that this Brick in the Wall campaign mission is probably the best look we are going to get in terms of how this Berlin Zombies map may feel in terms of its atmosphere and stuff like that, because I think it's going to greatly resemble this mission. But here is something huge. So obviously within the Die Maschine intro cutscene, Samantha Maxis is in East Berlin in 1983, and she phones Gregory Weaver from a telephone booth, letting him know of the zombie outbreak at Moscow, Poland, the location of Die Maschine. Well, did you guys know that this exact location that she is situated within this intro cutscene can be seen within the Brick in the Wall campaign mission? Yes, that is right. On screen right now, you can see the exact location from the intro cutscene within this mission. Now, this mission takes place in 1981, and the Die Maschine intro cutscene takes place a few years later in 1983. So you can see that there are some slight changes. For example, there's different shops labeled with their signs outside and stuff like that, and their branding with the neon logos. However, the buildings themselves are exactly the same. They 100% did the CGI for this cutscene within this Berlin campaign mission, and I think this is a really interesting fact to note. Also, the same model of the yellowphone telephone booth that Samantha enters can be seen all over this Berlin mission. It's the exact same model, however the light isn't on within the telephone booth. Now obviously there is a CIA safe house in Berlin, and this makes sense because obviously Requiem are a CIA backed group. So this makes sense as to why there is a computer with a map of Berlin within your creator class menu, because this is where our Requiem operators are being provided with field upgrades, weapons, etc. So essentially the menu is the hub from Berlin. So I'm wondering if the CIA safe house is located maybe underneath the Berlin TV tower, and that is why this red dot points directly to it. And that could make sense as to why we might be heading to this map within the DLC, because it seems like for the rest of the maps, or at least most of them, they are Omega facilities, where Omega are tampering with these dark ether rifts and unleashing the undead. Well, to flip the script for this map, we might be heading to a Requiem facility as opposed to an Omega one, or maybe Omega will attack Requiem on its home soil. Now, something else that I thought I would bring up is that within the Brick in the Wall campaign mission, there is in fact a Gobblegum machine. Now, I don't think this is hinting towards Gobblegums returning within the DLC or anything like that. I think this is just a reused asset slash reference. But I find it quite interesting that seemingly we are going to be heading to Berlin within the Zombies DLC, and there is a Zombies reference within the Berlin campaign mission. Also, there is a side mission called Operation Chaos, where you can see Dr. Monty's candy bars. But within the Brick in the Wall campaign mission, there is a point in which there are various numbered doors, and the final numbered door, yes that is right, is labelled 115. Once again, it is yet another Zombies reference within this campaign mission, hinting to us that we will be heading here within the DLC. Not only that, but 115 was the Easter egg song from Kino Der Toten, and seemingly Kino Der Toten is going to be a part of this Berlin map. I wonder if Kino Der Toten is going to be a part of this map. We could see the return of the Thunder Gun. I would rather us see new wonder weapons, but I could see them doing some sort of dark ether version of the Thunder Gun where it's been broken and changed, and it could be completely different. Although we've literally seen two different Thunder Gun variations with the Tundra Gun on Tag Der Toten, so I'm hoping we do see a new wonder weapon. So obviously Kino Der Toten is not the only zombies map that we have seen set in Berlin, and I talked about this within my last video, but similarly Verruckt was also set in Berlin, specifically within the Wittenau Sanatorium. Now within the last video I had talked about how maybe Verruckt could be a part of this Berlin map too, because it's set not too far away from where Kino Der Toten is set. However, I did add an annotation on screen to fix this, but the in real life location of the Wittenau Sanatorium is set around a 2-hour walk away from the Berlin TV tower, so it's unlikely that it is going to be a part of the map unless there is some means of transport so that we are able to get there fast. But yeah, there has been audio found in the files for 115 and also Lullaby of a Dead Man, which is why some people were speculating that both Kino Der Toten and Verruckt could be a part of the map, but right now I think we only really have concrete evidence for Kino Der Toten. The evidence for Verruckt is way too circumstantial to put the 100% stamp on it just yet. Now we do have this new piece of intel released with Season 1, and thanks to the Call of Duty Zombies forums for transcribing this. It's a document that reads, Dr. Vogel entry 203, 9th of March 1944, Dr. Ulrich Vogel. The last few days have been a blur, but I must record these events regardless of how preposterous they will seem. We activated the cyclodrone at 10:03 PM 2 nights ago. I knew immediately Dr. Kurt's modifications had gone too far. There was a sound like a high-pitched turbine crossed a human scream. Then it looked as if the air itself ripped open and the radiation alarms went off. I immediately tried to cut the cyclotron's power, but the machine continued humming along. Whatever engines were released, they had a profound effect on the men standing within 10 feet of the breach. They fell where they stood, only to rise again, moaning and screaming, their flesh necrotized as they attacked the rest of the staff. I ordered the cyclotron chamber sealed. We have since captured our undead personnel and placed them under observation, but I have no idea why any of them are still conscious, since not one has a pulse or any ordinary life signs. While I help the medical staff try to find a way to reverse these men's condition, Dr. Kurtz has been studying the strange tear that manifested on the cyclotron. He posits that it is actually a hole in space-time and that another world can be glimpsed through it. Furthermore, there seemed to be a strange relativistic discrepancy between us and this other dimension, for lack of a better term. We immediately reported all of this to our superiors. Rather than a reprimand, Berlin responded with great interest, encouraging us to further study the space-time rift. This is now our top priority. Atomic weapons research is on the back burner. The thought that we have accessed a dimension where time passes at a different rate presents us with a remarkable tactical opportunity. The Führer himself understands the implications. He has taken a personal interest in Project Endstation, and that is one man I dare not disappoint. So yeah, this gives some further backstory to Die Maschine and the implications of the Germans and the Nazi Party, since obviously Die Maschine was originally a German project, but later on Omega Group / the Soviets took over. So obviously this is just describing the dark ether, because it seems like when you go within the dark ether, it has the capability to not just transport you through space, but through time itself. Mainly because time is not happening in equilibrium within the dark ether to reality. Whether that be time could be sped up or slowed down. But yeah, I think if we're going to be heading to Berlin within the DLC, then once again Kino Der Toten is probably an undead Nazi theatre, and maybe it's been abandoned for years, and we are going to re-uncover it. With Season 1, we are going to be seeing 4 gunfight maps added to multiplayer, and one of them is the subway station from this Brick in the Wall campaign mission. So it really wouldn't surprise me if within the Berlin Zombies map they may reuse some areas from this campaign mission itself. They are definitely trying to be resourceful with their work. But yeah, that's everything I have to talk about within today's video. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.